So we still have 7 minutes. Are we supposed to be muted as well?
Yes.
Okay.
You're also broadcasting.
Are we still talking?
Doug, you're gonna make Eric mad.
Sorry. He muted me. Good evening and welcome to a very special Play It by Ear show on the YouTube of the Big Canvas channel. We're special guesting here tonight to have a good time and make you laugh. I'll bring in our very special leaders of Play It by Ear. Please welcome Joe Klaus, Dwayne Brown, special guest. Oh, I got to turn off my music because I'm hearing myself twice. And we also have Tracy Mock. And last and very much most important, Eric Green. Look at this.
He disappeared.
He just like magically appeared. That's incredible. You
What a
have
magic
skills,
lad.
sir.
I do.
Wow. We're here on another Friday night.
Cooped up in our basement.
Wait, same images, just same place, just same pandemic. Welcome to wave 4. So
I'm on the main floor, I'll have you know.
Are
Oh,
you?
okay.
Basement's too cold.
basement is too cold. We are here on YouTube doing short form improv for you. We will have games and special tricks and different things that we're going to do throughout the night. And with that, we will ask for suggestions. Now, our lovely and talented Eric Green will be typing into the chat on YouTube where you can give us your suggestions and give us your comments, and we will use those comments throughout the show. So just to check in with Dwayne and Joe, how are you guys doing?
Well, Dwayne is doing great. Dwayne, how am I?
Joe, you're doing fantastic. If you were doing any better, there'd be 2 of you.
Wow.
We can make that happen. It's Zoom. We could probably make 2 of you.
I had a guy that told me that once. He said, if I was any better, I'd be twins. So I love
Nice.
that line. I thought that was good.
Nice.
I
Excellent.
never knew twins had it so good.
Who knew?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
how is
Well,
that?
they have gum named after them, you know.
You're right,
Sure.
Eric. If you want to go deep and dark, it could be troubling that you're that good. I mean, who knows?
No. I am not that good, and B, 2 of me should not be.
Two of us not good. How about half? Half.
But think of what you could get done with 2 of you, Eric.
Yeah,
No,
there you go.
We'd both be lazy sacks. It wouldn't work. It
Does that mean
absolutely-
are the Minnesota Twins really happy? Are they a very happy team then? Is
No.
that how that works?
Not often.
At least not their fans, definitely.
They were in the late 80s, early 90s, but you know, after that was
I remember Little Big League.
exactly. Well, perfect. Well, Tracy, how you doing? I guess I didn't ask you how you were doing.
Oh, I'm doing great.
Excellent. And Eric Green.
Clinging on to the mortal coil for the day that it kicks me off.
Excellent.
So we're
No,
all
I'm
good.
doing fine.
So that's fine.
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
fine. That's good.
This
Fine.
self-conducted story looks like it's going to be fun to do.
you just cannot get any more fantastic than that. So we will start off with our first game. I will pass it on to our host, Tracy Mock.
It me. Yes, this game we're going to play is the self-conducted story. So what we're looking for from our viewing audience, our live viewing audience, is a title of a story. We will then improvise, giving it the proper beginning, middle, and end you would expect from a story. But this being a story you've never heard before, we are going to make it up between all of us, each of us taking turns, picking up where the last person left off to give you this thrilling tale that you are going to help us to create by putting us in the direction of a title. And then once it being self-conducted means that whichever improviser is on the screen at that time, they're controlling the story, they're guiding it, and then when another improviser jumps in, and we'll pull back, or we can pull ourselves back, and someone's got to jump right in after us and pick up where we left off, leaving no gaps in our story. And looks like we've got a title. I see up on our screen here. The title for the self-conducted story is The Parade Tragedy.
Oh,
This is not a
very
good
nice.
theme.
We like to
This is a
start
bad
off
open.
on a positive foot, so we're about to see the story of The Parade Tragedy. Once upon a time, there was a lonely parade conductor. Lonely because being a parade conductor is is taxing work. It's hard work. You are the one in charge of leading a parade and setting it through its course to delight audiences in the thousands. And this parade conductor knew that this parade was more important than most because this was the parade celebrating the first ever post-pandemic parade.
The town mayor thought it was daft to be able to do a parade about parades. He was afraid of an Ouroboros, a snake, eating itself. Are you celebrating yourself? It's too much hubris for one street square. But the parade designer decided, no, this is exactly what this town needs. It needs a parade for a parade, and nothing will be able to stop it. Nothing in the world is going to keep us from enjoying the fact that we are outside and within 6 feet of each other. And there is absolutely nothing that will destroy us. Oh, we were such fools.
It started with llamas. Llamas, alpacas, all kinds of four-hooved animals were to come. They were to be a part. They were to lead the parade. Things that people hadn't seen in years. I mean, llamas and alpacas barely get along, but to be in a parade, it was going to be incredible. But of course, there was a shipping issue.
They had too many ships in the parade. Floats of various things. They had a Titanic. They actually had a Titanic in a hubris-filled parade. It was a horrible thing. But we knew we had to look to our conductor when the chips were down. And we actually did throw chocolate chips at kids. But it was they enjoyed it. It was a delight. But the next thing, it was bad. It was a moment that I think will define this parade forever.
The chocolate chips that have been thrown into the crowd that the kids were so enjoying, being a small, quick to melt, unwrapped candy treat. The chocolate chips began to coat the children in chocolate, which then began to attract to the children hordes of bees, which then began to attract to the bees hordes of bears, searching for the sweet honey that those bees may soon produce. And all of a sudden, the crowd was filled with screaming children running from swarms of bees, and the bears hungrily just roaring, charging through the crowd, looking to get wrapped up in the excitement. And the poor parade conductor, they knew that there was only one thing left that could turn this parade around.
So Myron, the parade conductor, just bowed his head in sadness and said, the only thing that we can do to turn this parade around is bring in hordes and hordes and hordes of snakes.
10,000 snakes took over the parade route for miles and miles. All you could see were bears and bees and snakes and kids. It was chaos. Chaos that we had not seen since the beginning of this pandemic, but we were excited to see the chaos that it was ensuing in front of us.
We built a monument, a chocolate-covered monument to those children and those bears and those snakes, to remind ourselves of the horrible, horrible tragedy that happened when we tried to throw a parade for a parade. The moral of the story is
When you want to celebrate something, make sure you know in advance what it is you're celebrating. The end. That's the
Very
story.
good. That's a good idea.
That
Yes.
wasn't nearly as
That's a
depressing
good
as
idea.
we could have made it.
No,
I felt bad for Myron.
it was visually stimulating.
Oh yeah,
It's a tragedy, for sure.
It was a parade tragedy. It's right there on the
And in a
label.
way, a comedy.
My
Well,
gosh.
I
mean-
believe closing time did say it the best, or Semisonic did say it the best in the song Closing Time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow, that's deep.
Sounds a little racy, but that's okay.
I don't know what
And,
you're
All right.
and tragedy plus time equals comedy.
There you go.
All right. We're going to play another game. And this game is going to be called Half-Life. For those of you who have seen us perform live, you probably already know what this is. This is going to be Dwayne and Tracy are going to play. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a scene in a minute. And then we're going to ask them to do that minute in 30 seconds. And then we're going to ask them to do that scene in half and half until we get down to the very end. But what we need to start is we need kind of a talent that people have learned, a special talent that they have learned during the pandemic. So we need somebody to send in something that they have acquired as a talent, or maybe honed as a talent, or picked up as a talent. There's a number of different ways, but we need that, and then we'll get Dwayne and Tracy on their way onto the next game. So let's see what we get here. All right, I'm looking.
I know
Nice.
that I meant to learn an instrument during the pandemic. It's
Oh,
been
well,
over a
you know-
year now, and I
you know what? If we
nothing.
don't get anything, we will do a scene about wishing you could have learned to play an instrument. That would be a great. I mean, I like that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
we'll
it would have been nice had I done it. Mhm.
You were Tracy. If you would have done it, you'd have been really good at it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And not to stop the complete flow here, I know we're going to be asking for a bunch of suggestions throughout the night, and some of the suggestions are going to be very much multi-layered. Don't feel like you have to answer every single suggestion. Go ahead and give us, even if you got one of them. So, like, let's say we asked for, an emotion, a person, and a name for a dog. Like, if you've got the name of a person, you can just put that in. You don't need to have all three. And again,
Right.
this game truly, these games truly run off of you guys, and there is a bit of a delay. So I will say, keep your eyes on the chat, because every single time us asking for the suggestion is going to come out before we talk about the suggestion. So the quicker you can get those in, the better off we'll be, and the more smoothly and the more fun we can have in this show.
Yes.
But the suggestions that I have been seeing are really cool, so keep those coming.
And,
All right.
and
So,
feel
have
bad
you
if we
got a
don't-
suggestion for this one, Eric?
Well,
Half-Life? A skill or a talent that someone has learned?
I kind of like the one, I know this person too, so that doesn't help. But drawing with a crow quill pen, I feel like that is both random and specific enough.
I don't
that
know.
this
That
can
doesn't
happen.
seem very specific to me.
A crow
kidding.
quill?
Are you kidding me? I'm joking. That's great. All right. So we're going to do that one. You learned to draw with a crow quill. That is your skill, but that's your scene. So I'm going to time you. I got my little cell phone over here.
All right.
You guys are going to do that for a minute, and then I'm going to stop you, and then we're going to Half-Life it all the way through. All right? Ready? Go.
Now we've got to, between the two of us, we are going to sign all of these thank you cards, and we have to get this done.
Get it done. I know we can get it done, but I wasn't sure we could get it done in the time frame that you were giving us.
I'm sorry. I know I missed the window, and if we don't get these out, people are going to think we forgot them. So,
But you boxed us in. I mean, you literally boxed us in.
please, I look. We can quibble about this, or we can get these thank you cards signed. All
Okay.
right.
I'm just going to put an X.
You're going to sign with an X?
Yeah, that's the fastest way to get it done.
It's so impersonal. I mean, look, look at this.
Okay.
I've written in. I've been doing my calligraphy. All right. I have the tails that stretch and curl.
It's beautiful. You're only
All
getting
right,
one done.
Stop. I was going to stop Tracy right in the middle of color, but I couldn't. So, all right. So that is your first minute. Now you're going to redo what you just did. Now you're going to do it in 30 seconds. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Go.
All right. We have to sign and get all these thank you cards done.
You know, we don't have not enough time to do this.
I'm sorry. We missed the window, and we just have to get these out, or people are going to think that we forgot to thank them.
You really just boxed us in. I don't know what to tell you.
Look, we can quibble about this, or we can get these signed. All right.
Okay, well, I'm going to use an X on mine, okay?
It's so impersonal. Look, I've got the calligraphy with little letters that have tails that curl.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Stop. Good. If you guys can see me, I'm pushing my button and the phone button. I don't know what I'm doing. So that was good. You guys actually, I think that scene needed tightening up is what I think. That was beautiful. All right, so 30 seconds.
Good editor's note.
So now you're going to do it in 15 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, ready? Go.
We got to sign all these thank you cards.
You didn't give us enough time.
I'm sorry. We can quibble, or we can get these signed.
You boxed us in.
I'm sorry. Look, I've got a calligraphy with a tail.
I'm going to use an X.
Too fast. We're too fast.
Stop.
I know, but you're beautiful.
Stop. You're too efficient at Half-Life. We're going to call the game 7/8 life from now on. All right, so you did that in 15 seconds. I'm going to guess that you're going to be able to do the next one because you got to do it in, we're going to go 7 instead of 7.5. 7 seconds. Ready?
All right.
Go.
Let's sign the thank you cards.
Not enough time. You boxed
I
us
need
in.
to quibble or do a sign.
I'm going to write an X.
I have calligraphy. Look.
It's beautiful.
Stop. It's getting better the shorter you go. Is that a good thing? All right, here you go. You got, we're going to go to 3. I'm going to give you 3.5. I actually have the ability to do the half second. So we're going to go to 3.5. Are you ready?
Okay.
Go.
So here's the thank you cards.
X.
Look, it's pretty tails.
Beautiful.
It kind of feels like the volume is going in and out on the thing, and it's just because you're going. All right, here we go. You are going to do this in 1 second. This is your scene. 1 second. I'm going to get off, and then I'm going to tell you to go. Go.
Calligraphy tails.
Stop.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Half-Life on Zoom. There you go.
Dwayne, I just need you one time, exasperated, just say it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
No, not like that. Like you were saying it in the scene.
It's beautiful.
Perfect. That's what I needed. Save that.
I feel a promo coming on.
Yeah, save
Did
that.
we get a clean take on that one? Did we get a clean take?
Yeah.
Really. Dwayne, your head's a little shiny. You might need to makeup on there.
Beautiful.
So now we're moving on to our
Okay.
next game.
Our next game is called Twosomes, and for this, it's pretty much going to be an all play. But boy, what I need is Eric, for you to get us. Maybe we'll start with getting an object.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and throw out a full ask for everything we may need in this game. So
Okay, and I'm gonna start pairing people up. I'm gonna say Tracy and Joe, you'll be first up,
All right.
and then it's gonna go to Joe and Doug, and then it's gonna go from Doug to Eric,
Okay.
and then it's go from Eric to Tracy.
That's 4 groups.
That's it.
Hope you can keep track.
Okay, well now I'm gonna have you guys repeat back.
Oh no.
Well, me and Tracy are together.
Okay.
Crazy Joe.
And me and Joe.
Yeah.
are
Doug
together,
and I.
Yeah.
And
then
Eric
Doug
and me
Yeah.
and Doug.
and I, or
And me and
whatever correct
Tracy.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to work like
We have
gangbusters.
we practiced this? I don't know.
Nope.
That we,
We have it.
It's the first, we're doing this in the Zoom world.
In the Zoom world.
Yes.
The
the
So if
Zoom
it
world.
fails miserably, I think it's Dwayne's fault.
I'll take credit.
Oh,
Blame.
terrible. What a horrible thing to say.
So yeah, so we're gonna need basically for each of those pairs, guys, we're gonna need a suggestion. So keep them coming. We've gotten some interesting suggestions.
We need relationships, objects.
Yeah, we have
Occupation,
relationships, we have
situation.
objects, we have situations. Some of these I can't pick because I'm in some of them. So we're gonna keep them coming. But yeah,
You can dress yourself, Eric. That's fine. We don't mind. that.
Feels like cheating though.
All right.
By the way, hello to the people that we recognize in our chats. We don't want to, signal or point you out, but we're glad that you guys are here. We see some very friendly faces. Again, we want to welcome everybody to this show. So a big part of this show is what you want to put in. So if you want to see us, have some fun and shenanigans, this is where you get to kind of be little puppet masters and pick what we get to do. So, but yeah. Dwayne, do you have the chat up, good sir?
I have the Zoom chat only.
Okay, I will start sending you some suggestions to that Zoom chat, so
I'm
you
ready.
can have a nice look at these.
There are some good ones.
A second here. And I'm sending them technically to just Dwayne, though we all technically have access, but now Dwayne can look at them.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
All right. So first up, I had Tracy and Joe. And Tracy and Joe, your suggestion is a dog Polish sausage.
Polish.
Wait, I'm
Sausage.
sorry. Dog Polish sausage?
Yep. Yep.
You heard. You can make that a relationship, an object, anything.
Yep.
I believe I do not know Tracy well enough to make that anything other than what it is.
Okay. And Joe.
And
Joe
what is it?
Doug-
I remember that time.
That's not the time. Seen is not seen, Doug. Let's do
Yes.
this.
Joe and Doug, you are going to be breaking up via Zoom.
Breaking up the Zoom?
Breaking up via Zoom in
Oh,
a
it's via
relationship.
Zoom.
Breaking up. Okay.
All right.
I thought I was going to be up. Like
That's a different kind of breaking up.
And
Yeah,
that's-
okay.
And that
Oh,
happens
well.
every day. So
It could be. Doug and Eric, you are going to be at an angry man and a valley girl.
of course you are.
Can't wait to see which is which.
Somehow I feel like they'll be both.
Okay, and the last and final one is for Eric and Tracy. And Eric and Tracy, you are going to be your suggestion is ham sandwich and rollerblades.
we may have to use Undressing Big Bird for another show because it was written down twice. And that's how much.
No.
That feels like an after 10 thing.
Ham sandwich, rollerblades.
Yep. So if you guys could repeat real quick for me, each of your pairs and your suggestion, then we'll kick this thing off.
Tracy and Joe. And we are
Polish sausage dogs?
Dog Polish sausage.
Dog Polish sausage is what I
dog
got.
Polish sausage.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Joe and myself are breaking up.
Via Zoom.
Okay.
And then Eric and myself are
Angry
Like-
man.
angry man like Valley Girl.
Myself
Yes.
and Tracy are ham sandwich.
Rollerblades.
Yeah.
So with that, let's start with ham sandwich and rollerblades.
You're really cool.
Oh man. You're just saying that.
No, I mean you're awesome. I mean, I only got the 4-wheel ones.
Oh, really? Oh. You haven't skated until you've done inline.
Right. I got an equilibrium problem though, so I kind of need the wheel spread out to spread me amongst a low center of gravity.
Oh. Hey, you thank your mom for these sweet sandwiches, all right?
Yeah.
Freeze. Tracy Joe.
So, when are we going to the show?
I have to admit something. I'm a little afraid of the animal you have brought to us.
He's a small dog. He's not going to hurt you.
I've heard it is the small dogs that are the most ferocious.
He does have some incisors that will get through your skin if you're not careful.
Oh, I don't want to. I fear that I taste too delicious and he will never stop eating me once he has a taste.
Wait, are you wearing the ham cologne?
Oh, you noticed?
Freeze.
You've been
Freeze. Joe Doug.
really, dude? Via Zoom?
Well, I was going to send you a text, but I thought that was too impersonal.
Yeah. I mean, 20 years probably is what we've been through.
Right,
Everything.
right. But look into my eyes. Just look closely. We're through.
Do you have can you give me
See, this is why I wanted to do it over text, because I knew you were going to get emotional, and Zoom emotional is just as bad as text emotional.
Freeze. Doug, Eric.
So, like, I guess we're here.
Yep, we're here.
Okay, this feels weird.
I wanted to take you to a special place. I hoped Coney Island would be good enough, but I guess
Like-
you're not happy.
But I mean, like, everything's covered in seagull dung.
Well, that's what happens when you're close to this, the ocean. So,
You smell like ham.
well, I know I love ham, and I just had a ham sandwich for lunch. So I was just hoping we'd be able to connect. You're my granddaughter. I figured we'd spend some time together and get to know each other.
Look, my mom wants me to stay with you all day, but I'd really rather just go with my friends.
Don't kid yourself, honey. This isn't a pleasure cruise for me either.
Freeze. Eric, Tracy.
Hey, check this out.
Oh man,
Full moon, right?
That was awesome. But every time I do, I don't get the head around far enough. So like I overbalance and I fall to the ground.
Is that why you're not like skating at all? Because you
Yeah.
seem kind of like you're just hanging out there on the edge and
Well,
having sandwiches.
well, I mean that's kind of the way that I do. That's the way that I ingratiate myself to the group. My mom makes. I wouldn't wear these if I didn't have to be in a skating rink with them. I'm just friendly and I like to give friends sandwiches. And they just enjoy it.
I think it's really cool that no one's yelled at us yet for eating on the skate rink.
Yeah, no one cares. This is totally just a bad house. We are horribly under supervised.
Freeze. Tracy Joe.
Oh, look, he's sneaking me. Oh, look.
likes you? He's
Oh,
rubbing
yeah.
up against you. Oh,
Oh,
ooh,
he's
he likes you too
sketchy.
much. Oh no.
He's not
Maybe-
so bad.
Maybe we could you could get your cat and we could meet again in the park and bring them both together.
You think they could become like friends?
Like you and I have become friends.
Exactly like that. Yes.
We can have a
We're-
foursome.
We get along like cats and dogs.
Oh, that's so funny. I love your humor.
Freeze. Joe Doug.
So you've only cried for 2 hours now, but I think you're over it now. But now that I've seen you, I kind of am regretting breaking up with you.
Oh no, no. we, you know
Look
me
into
for
my
20
eyes.
years. I am not. Yes. What? Tell me.
Well, all right, we should break up.
Oh, this is like you. You push me and then you pull me and then you bring me in and then you shove me away. This is, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Oh,
All right, take me back.
Freeze. Joe, Eric, or Doug, Eric.
Fine, take me back. I'll go to the house. It's not, it's okay. It's the thing. I need to be able to let you know it is my choice that we are going back. Not that you were forcing me to.
Okay, I'll tell your mom that.
Okay.
If that makes you feel any better.
And I need $50.
And now you're fleecing me for money. $50 for my silence or for your silence?
Yes.
Freeze. Eric, Tracy.
I went out on the floor and I broke my neck.
Oh, no.
Help me.
No. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Oh no. This did not end well.
Freeze. Tracy, Joe.
I think we should move in together.
Oh, you think so? Because I've noticed that the cat and dog do not actually get along well.
Oh, but I get along with you. I'm willing to go all the way without the pets.
I see like this is maybe a bad sign, like maybe this is an omen that we should maybe take a step back.
That's true. Can we come to the park still every week?
Yes, of course. I will not bring my cat to the park.
No, it's a dog park, so that's
yeah, exactly. It is a dog park.
Yes.
They don't really make cat parks.
Freeze. Joe, Doug.
Just bring it in. Bring it in. Okay.
I'm not in love with your beard.
I'm not shaving it. That's why I'm leaving.
Oh,
I'm gonna stay at my house, and you can stay at your house.
I guess I'll find another 55-year-old man.
Freeze. Doug, Eric.
I will find another 55-year-old man.
And scene. Hey.
I wasn't sure, Eric, if you were going to go there, but that's okay.
And you guys are making me old.
I've injured myself, and
That's a good Valley Girl, Eric.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, good job,
it's a
guys.
part deep inside of me that hates coming out.
Oh man, that was a little weird, actually. That was
I don't
fun.
know what you're talking about. I am a consummate professional, and I am in complete control, and I know what I'm doing. So we're gonna move on to a game called Emotional Replay. This is a game for Doug and Tracy. So I did put in a suggestion back into the chat of more objects. We didn't get a lot of objects. We didn't get a lot of objects last time, so now we're needing some more objects for this one. And the other important thing, and even when we grab, even when the scene starts, we're gonna need a bunch of these. So just give us a bunch of emotions. So the way that this game is going to work is we're gonna have Doug and Tracy do a scene. I believe if I have that correct, it is Doug and Tracy. We're gonna have them do a scene, and it's going to be for starters, we're gonna have it just be a regular scene. So it's not gonna be anything too crazy or dramatic or odd yet. But it's going to be a scene. And then we're gonna stop that scene. We're gonna have them go for about a minute ish, and then we're gonna have them do another scene. But we're going to give them emotions that they have to do. So I think I got the object I'm going to want. So what we're gonna do, and like I said again, keep those emotions now, especially coming.
Keep them flowing.
And again, thanks to everybody that has given us suggestions. You guys are amazing and awesome, and we'll be using a bunch of these. So I believe the object I'm gonna go with is a. You know what? We're gonna go with produce. I pulled another audible. We're gonna go with produce.
Okay.
So this is a scene about produce. And begin.
Tracy, I found this honeydew. I was thinking of you. Thought I'd bring it by and see if you'd want to spend some time with me more often.
You thought that the honeydew would ingratiate yourself to me more.
Yes, because, it's kind of like a metaphor for our relationship. Honey, do you want to go out with me? Honey, do you want to go out with me?
That's pretty clever. I think that just based on the wordplay alone,
I also brought a cantaloupe.
what's the relationship there?
Can we elope together?
That's wow.
It's a big step, I know.
Wow. I need a moment. Just you've really kind of thrown me for a loop here with wordplay's fun.
We'll make a peach of a pear.
Wow, how you've got a lot. That whole sack is full of
just different produce that are punny. That'll
set
work.
Of puns to
about our relationship that I hope we will soon have.
Okay, that's you've really thought this through, like a lot.
I have.
We'll end the scene there. Cool. That wasn't weird or odd at all. Doug doing horrible dad jokes and Tracy
going
those dad jokes. So yeah, no, we definitely got something here. Doug, I would like you to do your scene crying.
Okay.
And Tracy, I would like to do yours shocked.
She did that earlier.
With the suggestion of shocked.
Oh, okay.
Ready and go.
Tracy, how about you, honeydew?
I mean, I know. It just wow. It's finally washing over me. Here is what you're saying to me.
It's just a metaphor for us.
I know it is. A metaphor for a
honeydew. You want to be mine, right? And then I found this cantaloupe.
I feel like this relationship just started. Like I haven't even met your parents.
We can make a peach of a pear if you just give us a chance.
I don't know your parents' names.
I got a whole sack of produce just for you.
You spent money on this?
Just for the whole butt of it.
All right, that's sweet.
God.
Oh, that hurt.
Applause. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to add to that. Doug, you are now.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Whew, tough crying.
Cry for this one. Instead, I'm gonna make you loving.
No. Well, okay.
And then Tracy, you're livid. And also, that's your suggestion for this scene. And go.
Tracy.
Yes.
I brought you a honeydew.
I know you mentioned the honeydew, okay? I know.
The honeydew is for us. Because it's just kind of Honey, do you want to be mine? I even shaped it like a heart.
You guys, you want me to be impressed by that? You want me to be impressed with that? You're just.
Look at this one. Look at that. Yeah, it's a cantaloupe. Say it with cantaloupe.
No, I'm not saying it with you. That doesn't make it less crazy that you are doing this to me right now.
Cantaloupe together.
No, we are not eloping. We are never eloping. If we ever got to that point in our relationship, I want a big ceremony. I want my family to be there.
We'll make a peach of a bear. No,
you stay. You get it out. You stay away. You do not.
I brought more produce. I brought a whole bag.
You take one more. If you take
Just
one more
for
thing out of that,
us.
if you take one more thing out of that bag, no, you just no.
And that scene. That scene.
I'm gonna have to wipe down my camera.
Yeah, no.
Me too.
I'm
For some
gonna
reason,
stop
I don't
there.
know why.
I'm troubled. I'm very troubled.
Never seen Angry Tracy.
I'm concerned about Doug.
Felt-
We might need to
Felt
get him
good.
some
Like
help.
I feel like a weight lifted off of me. Like I feel
You know
like
what?
cleansing.
You're welcome, Tracy. You're
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
This is.
Talk about therapy, huh, Tracy?
Oh, this is.
I haven't been out of the house for a while.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Oh, that's good.
So do we move on to the Ocho?
Oh my goodness, it's the Ocho. Holy cow. You know what that means? That means two people are going to have to be completely physical in a very short box. That's right. Have you seen
Vogue.
that? Yes, that's Vogue. If you've heard of ESPN, the Ocho, it's a real thing now. It comes around every once in a while, and they just throw on absurd different games and contests. And Eric threw into the chat for Ocho, we need an activity that might be done outside of the house. Any kind of activity. And what's going to happen is our lovely two contestants. Let's see, we will have our commentators of Joe and Tracy. That's right, Joe and Tracy. One will be a color commentator. The other one will be the play-by-play commentator. And then we also have Dwayne and Eric. They will be forced to do actions within the little box square that they're in. But they're going to try to show you exactly how they do this while seated at home in their own bedrooms or kitchens or wherever they may be broadcasting from in YouTube land. So we got several coming in of activities that they need to be done outside the house. And let's see, which one? Ooh, let's see. How about this one? I just like this one. So we're going to go with a chorus line. So this is the Ocho, the competition of a chorus line. Yes, there will be one person each in a chorus line, so this will be weird. But here it is, a chorus line, the Ocho.
Here we are, the shortest chorus line event ever. We're live in Alberta, Canada, where we've got the top two competing for the last spot. Tracy, it's great to be alongside you again.
It's great to be here with you, Joe.
I don't know if I've ever seen a shorter chorus line in my life, but these two gentlemen sure can fit the bill when it comes to filling out that line.
Anyone can dance in a chorus line full of people, but will these two competitors be able to dance alone?
Well, it remains to be seen.
Mhm.
Our first contestant is from the Outer Banks, Daryl Mawberry, who is coming to us from the amateur ranks and moving up through the chorus line field, and I'm pretty sure he's the favorite.
Well, every favorite's time is limited, and we may be testing that here tonight with our dark horse candidate here. straight from the wilds of the Canadian outback, we've got with us here wild man Jonathan Swifthammer, and he's been training in the woods for, I've been told, 3 years now. And let me tell you, dancing in the woods, it's it's no easy task.
No, that's for sure. And you know, there's an old joke: if you're dancing in the woods and nobody's there to see you, is it really happening?
Oh,
So we'll see
it's
tonight,
happening
'cause
here tonight.
everybody's watting.
Indeed.
You can see
And that looks like-
Swifthammer now preparing. He looks as if though he's kind of he's doing some sort of meditation, crossing his arms and
Mhm.
kind of feeling his inner soul there. I don't know what Daryl's doing. Daryl looks like he's kind of just bobbing and weaving and feeling out his aura, I think is what he's doing.
He looks confident, he looks relaxed, and he looks like he's not communing with any vile spirits. And I can't say that for his other path.
I like the way that Jonathan seems to, he's got a confidence about him. He really does know what he's doing, even though none of us know what he's doing. He knows he's, in his world, he's the best.
And here comes the starting gun as we kick off this competition. Oh, there it goes. All right. There are two gentlemen. Oh, look at that poise. Look at that. Oh, no, I'm impressed with this. We've got Swifthammer here. I believe he's doing a one-man, not only just a chorus line. I feel like we're looking at synchronized swimming
It
above
is,
ground.
with a little Rockettes version sprinkled in there. I think that's from the '82 parade. And yes, there is some flourishing there. Oh, it looks like they're doing similar thing. Now this could be very troubling for the champion.
Oh, yeah, a champion here. Oh, they we got some swatting happening there. We're gonna have to check the rule book, see if that's allowed in a chorus line.
It's more of a flailing motion rather than a dancing motion. I don't know if that's going to be counted against them or not.
Yeah, I don't. Oh wow! Now that was a move that I
We
believe
haven't
it's-
seen that in years.
No, that's called the curly. You know, little whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah.
The curly is
Mhm.
making an appearance in the finals. I thought, when I saw that in the quarterfinals, I thought that was the last time I'd seen that. But now the finals,
Oh.
There he is. I thought we lost him for a minute. I thought the curly took him out of the frame. I thought he was done. I thought he was done.
Did we listen? Did we lose? Oh, look. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe this. We just got we got a real peekaboo moment there.
Oh, that I'm telling you though, Jonathan, slow and steady wins the race. Look at him just performing as if nobody is watching. He's just doing what he does best, and that is whatever he's doing.
I haven't seen the Nielsen ratings. We can't say who is watching, but at
Jonathan
least
is
the two of
spent.
us.
Jonathan is on his last legs and maybe his last breath.
The champion seems to be struggling here. I'm
not sure if we're going to need paramedics, Tracy, but
what? He's raising his hand. He's raising his hand.
I think he's okay, but
he may have some life left in him.
serious help.
Yep.
And it has obviously caused some concern for our. No, he's
I
dancing
don't
right
think
around him,
No,
going around him.
Yeah, I think he was waving off the paramedics, and I believe he's just settled in for a nap.
Holy cow. Daryl Mawberry, what a performance in the face of death on the screen, continues to dance, wave off the paramedics, and just continue on to win the chorus line championship. It's incredible. Tracy, any last words?
Oh man, I mean, I've seen I've seen dancing. I've seen groups of dancers. I've even seen, the old break dancing, just a single person in a cardboard box on the ground. But I've never seen dancing like this. I gotta say, it's brought new joy, a new hope for humanity. And I think I will never, ever forget this night.
I don't think I will either. It can't be said enough. Now more than ever, we needed Mr. Mawberry to bring us that dancing prowess right in front of our eyes. And somebody please get that dead body off of the stage.
Or at least put a blanket over it.
Something.
Tune in next for I believe coming up next we have, of course, stay tuned for the we've got trained poodles that have been told to be able to they've been able to, I've been told they play pool.
Poodle pool.
So stay tuned for poodle pool
Poodle
here on
pool
the
next,
Ocho.
on the Ocho.
Excellent. Give them a round of applause. I can hear it. I can hear the applause now.
Have we ever had anybody die on?
I don't think we have. I think this
That's
may
a
have
normal thing.
That's all right. That's kind of regular, I guess. I get it.
I don't think I've ever done an Ocho where I've been a contestant and not died.
You're good at it. You're good at death. That's good.
I'm going to incorporate all of Dwayne's moves in I think that's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That
that was a good.
peekaboo
That was a
dance
good
was-
curly, Dwayne.
Yeah,
That was very nice.
Something.
I think
I
I
like
like
that.
too hard. And
Pac-Man,
broke something.
That was good.
So we're moving on to reverse ABC.
Reverse ABC, that's a game that I'm hosting in which two of our players are going to be doing a scene together. And you may have seen us or someone performing a little improvised game we call ABCs, where our two players are going to perform a scene in which every line that they speak will have to go alphabetically with the first word. So, A through Z, alphabetical, every line of dialogue going to the next consecutive letter in that alphabet. But the way we're going to play it here, just to add a little extra challenge to knowing your alphabet, is at any time in the scene, I can call reverse. And they will have to then go backwards in the alphabet until I tell them they can resume and continue forward back into the normal course of the alphabet. Our players, Eric and Doug, are here. And what we're looking for, of course, in a suggestion is just a general occupation. And of course, a letter of the alphabet to give us our starting point.
Someone literally beat me to it who knew the game well enough to actually.
Look, we have we've got some dedicated fans in the crowd, and they know our games better than we do.
Canvas groupies.
That's right.
Wretched few.
So when we've got the suggestion of an occupation and a starting letter, Eric and Doug are going to perform a scene together, just an improvised two-person scene that has to go alphabetical in each starting line of dialogue. We've got a nice. Someone's just hitting letters of a keyboard, giving us plenty of options to grab from here. We love options. Boy, we usually go with a first heard, but you know what? I'm gonna actually just blindfolded here. Wherever my finger lands on my screen is the letter we're going with, and that's P. Your starting letter is P.
Okay.
And the occupation suggestion we have for you is just because I love it with given our players here, your occupation is Reverend. So this is reverse ABCs. Your starting letter P. You may begin.
Please tell me again what you did.
Quentin, we know what we're doing here right now. And I want to make sure that you are abundantly clear. You are not a cop. I will confess nothing to you.
Right, you're okay. I won't tell anyone, but I need to hear it again.
So I have to repeat everything I just said to you?
Totally. Tell me it all.
Under what circumstance do you not have the short-term memory to remember everything that I talked about? You were supposed to write it down, right? Isn't that what
Reverse.
Isn't that what you guys do?
Truly, everything was incredible. And I couldn't write it all down. And really, I shouldn't be writing it down, because once I tell you that you're blessed and you're forgiven and stuff, I should just totally forget it. But this has to be written down in a book somewhere.
Yeah, sanctimony abides. I get that. Okay. I'm fully aware you're I don't know what the exact word is. I use sanctimony, but I really don't know what exactly it means. Do you know?
Right. Yeah, right. I do know, but you have me so torn up and yet so excited to hear this, because I have never heard a story like this before. I mean, I'm sorry.
Quentin,
Hey.
Quentin.
Forwards.
Quentin, it's time to quit enjoying this. They say the minute you start enjoying your job too much, it stops becoming a job.
Reverends' lives are pretty bland and pretty boring. We basically just go to church and we come home, and then we go to church and then we come home, and I could keep doing that.
Sanctified home. You're going to a sanctified home, Quentin.
True, I am, but it's not often I get to have such pleasure in listening to a story.
Unbelievable.
Reverse.
It is unbelievable that you were doing this, Quentin.
Truly, I'm sorry. I just okay. You don't have to tell me again. I can bless you. I can say you're forgiven. You're absolved of wow, everything that you did.
Seems like you're trying to back away from me now, Quentin.
Forward.
Trying not to, but really just need to hear the story.
Understanding of the circumstances not unplussed. Okay.
Virtually cannot believe that you got away with this stuff from a legal standpoint, let alone a saintly sinner kind of standpoint.
Wow, we are not going to talk about legalities in a place of church where you literally pay no taxes, Quentin.
Extravagant lives we lead, but
You know that don't start with an X, Quentin.
zoologists don't worry about X's and Y's and Z's, so I don't have to either.
Aardvarks. There's a lot. They got to make sure the aardvark goes first in the line because it's got 2 A's. It's more than an anteater. That's what happens. And then God knew that, right? And that's why he named one an aardvark with 2 A's. He wanted to make sure one of them was silent, so he'd have a place to hide when he was with the aardvarks.
Backpedaling, are we? Is that what we're going to do now? Is we're going to backpedal and try to throw God at a reverend?
Can't you tell?
Don't do it. Don't even think about it, because we'll just go down the Gospels and we'll go to the letters and we'll go to
Extravagant doesn't start with an X, Quentin. It starts with an E.
Forget about that. I couldn't think of an X really quick, so I'm just forget about everything. Just let's start over. Tell me the story again, and then we can move on.
Good God, man, you don't remember?
Hey, don't take his name in vain.
I don't think you have the right to talk. You should know the story well enough. You were there, Quentin.
Reverse.
Hey, I forgot, all right? I blacked out.
Golly, that seems awfully convenient for you right now, Quentin, doesn't it?
Forward.
I have to figure out exactly what happened in those brief moments that I don't remember.
I don't remember. That's exactly what we're going to be putting to people. I don't remember Quentin. Quentin Steel Trap Jenkins doesn't remember a story of epicness just because it may appear on him in a bad light.
Just because it doesn't appear in me in a bad, you're right. You're exactly right. Because what if there's video footage? What if there's cameras everywhere? What if
Knowing what happened, I bet there was some video footage, Quentin.
Look, we need to find that video footage and destroy it, because what's this city going to think if their pastor, their reverend is
Margaritas deep in 3 or 4 tubs? Yeah. Margarita, Quentin. You didn't even pick good booze. No wine, no sacrament. You went to a mixer bucket and you were neck deep in a kiddie pool of it, Quentin.
neck deep, and I loved every second of it. But we're not going to tell anybody about these things.
Oh man.
Please, just at least write it down or find the video so I can know exactly what we did and how we did it.
QR codes. We put them all up on QR codes.
See. All the way back to
I'm really glad I don't really know what happened.
Neck deep.
Better
That's good.
left unsaid.
Neck deep in
Yeah.
margaritas.
Neck deep in a margarita.
A mixer bucket.
So
I like
we
the way
are,
Tracy. I like the way Tracy held you in between R and T for about 5 minutes.
yeah.
I was so glad I got to name you Quentin. So we can.
Yeah, that was a good. That was a good name.
I just wanted to see how many times I could get Eric to say sacrament.
Worked out.
I'm
Well,
just
ladies and
I'm just glad
we're actually.
I'm
gonna
just glad we did extravagant. That's all I'm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we?
We did extravagant twice for 2 different letters.
Yeah, that's good.
One of us was right.
I knew I was wrong. I could have just Googled the next name, but I didn't.
Xavier. We always go with Xavier.
That's true.
Xylophone. Sorry, I'm pulling back the curtain on the improviser's
X-ray.
Yeah.
Xanax.
Xanax. That's good.
Dang it,
Xanax.
Xanax would have been perfect. Where were you?
So while we're grabbing some suggestions for our final games, I do want to talk a little bit about us as we moving into our last game. While you still may have some respect for it. So the way that this game is going to work, basically, we are what we need from you guys is just a bunch of activities. So things that you do, all of that kind of stuff, and we're going to be needing a bunch of these because this is going to be our final game of the night, which is kind of our quick fire game. But as we're getting that information, we have shows to the best of our abilities every week right here at Big Canvas on YouTube, which is at bit.ly/bigcanvas YT. And of course, you're watching something right now. If you don't want to try to remember that or type it out or send it to your friends, though you kind of should, what you can do is go ahead and click on that subscribe button that's right below us. And also, if you hit that notification bell, you will always be notified when we are posting a new show. Also, we have a month's worth now of a back catalog because during this delightful panorama that we're living in, we have been doing shows here. And honestly, guys, this is probably not going to be a thing that's going to go away once we're actually able to open up the live theater as well. In fact, we've even kind of had conversations about possibly doing some classes or workshops specifically for the online performance space. So this is not going to be going away anytime soon. We're so glad that you're with us. If you haven't already followed us on Facebook, go ahead and follow us on Facebook at bigcanvasne.com. Whenever we have a show, that's going to be posted there as well. And follow us everywhere that you want. bigcanvascomedy.com. That's our website. That's where when we start running the theater and we're able to bring everybody back in, we are inching ever so closer to that. It is a case where that information is going to be as well.
You don't need to type in the .com when you're looking for us on Facebook, though.
I'm sorry, did I say bigcanvasne.com?
You did.
Good thing you went like this.
Yeah. Hey, internet, just between us. Don't tell Eric. But
What?
you can just look for us as Big Canvas NE on Facebook.
Tracy, Joe, and Doug don't know how to mute their mics before a show. I'm now going to include it so I don't have to edit it afterwards.
Fine.
Nice.
So,
I know how, but I was doing it on purpose because I know it made Eric mad.
stop it. Right. We're now moving on. We're not being as frivolous. So we're now going to do a game called Dating with Me.
Dating with Eric.
Yes, Dating with Eric. This is
I know what that's like.
This is a game called Dating with Me. I think as we're playing it, you're going to figure out how this game works. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our very first suggestion, which is dating with me is like a kissing booth.
Dating with me is like a kissing booth. If you want to be a part of it, you have to get in line.
Dating with me is like a kissing booth. It only cost $1.
Dating me is like a kissing booth. Normally there's a carny supervising it.
Dating me is like a kissing booth. It's usually not as good as you thought it was.
Dating me is like dating a kissing booth. It's always done behind a curtain.
Hmm.
All right, I think everybody got one in that one. We're gonna move on to trampoline. Dating me is like a trampoline.
Dating me is like dating a trampoline. You definitely need the protective side rails.
Dating me is like dating a trampoline. It definitely has its ups and downs.
Dating me is like a trampoline. After you're done, your legs feel really heavy and you have a hard time jumping on the ground.
Dating me is like a trampoline. You can get one for $199 at Walmart.
Dating me is like a trampoline. If I'm in the backyard, I raise your insurance premiums.
Dating me is like a trampoline. You have to take your shoes off first.
Ooh. Dating me is like a trampoline. It's fun until you hear the rip and then you're in trouble. You got okay.
I got one more.
Go ahead, Joe.
Dating me is like a trampoline. It's all really fun until you try something really outrageous, and then somebody's gonna get hurt.
There. We're gonna move on to our next one, which is wine tasting. Dating me is like wine tasting.
Dating me is like wine tasting. It's always sour grapes.
All right, this one is a little bit racy, but dating me is like wine tasting. If you don't like it, you can spit it back out.
Oh. Dating me is like wine tasting. There's usually 4 drunk aunts around me.
Dating me is like wine tasting. You just kind of pretend you know the right things to say, so you don't look like an idiot in front of everyone else.
Dating me is like wine tasting. The wine is good, but you really want something more.
Okay. Next one. Oh no. Driving on the Autobahn. Okay, go ahead, Doug.
Dating me is like driving on the Autobahn. It goes really fast and it ends too quickly.
Dating me is like driving on the Autobahn. I could do it when I was 16, but I probably should have waited till I was 18.
Dating me is like driving on the Autobahn. It's something you're going to only do once in your lifetime.
Dating me is like driving on the Autobahn. When it's good, it's really fun. And when it's bad, you're wrapped around a metal pole in the middle of a Bavarian wilderness. Okay. I'm surprised we got that much out of it. Okay. Dating me is like robbing a bank.
Dating me is like robbing a bank. You shouldn't do it.
Dating me is like robbing a bank. You always have to wear a mask.
Dating me is like robbing a bank. Nothing's safe.
Dating me is like robbing a bank. You got to have a getaway driver.
Dating me is like robbing a bank. You think I'm going to make a deposit, but instead I make a withdrawal.
Dating me is like robbing a bank that's not federally insured.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Go ahead, Joe.
Dating me is like robbing a bank. I want a lot of money and I need to see your hands.
There we go. Let's grab a couple more here. Dating me is like Breaking Bad.
Dating me is like Breaking Bad. You better call Saul.
Dating me is like Breaking Bad, living in New Mexico.
Dating me is like Breaking Bad. Once you get over the first season and the pizza on the roof, the ending is incredible.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
All right, I'll grab another one. Hunting a turkey. I don't know why that's that specific. Hunting a turkey.
Dating me is like hunting a turkey. It's fun in the fall, gets a little less in the winter, but come springtime, I'm out of here.
Dating me is like hunting a turkey. What's the point? Can't you just buy one?
Dating me is like hunting a turkey. Sure, you can go out to a field, but you can also do it on the side of a road.
Dating me is like hunting a turkey until you get a load of my gobbler.
Dating me is like hunting a turkey. I do it once a year, and I'm afraid I'll shoot my friend in the face. Okay. Wow. Okay. Dating me is like picking my nose. Not my nose specifically, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
Dating me is like picking my nose. You don't want to, but when you do, it feels so good.
dating me is like picking my nose or picking your nose. You go too deep and someone might bleed.
Oh,
Jeez.
Ooh.
Dark.
dating me is like picking my nose. Sometimes I use 2 fingers.
No.
Dating me is like picking your nose. There's gold in there somewhere.
Dating me is like picking your nose. You only do it in the car when you think nobody's watching.
I think we'll end it there.
That's a good way to end. Yeah, that's a good one.
That was amazing.
Glad Dwayne made that up. That's good. I never heard of that.
Wow.
Oh, so
That
we
was fun.
learned- That game always teaches us things about ourselves that
Yep.
we really didn't want to know.
Right.
But once again, thank you guys so much for coming tonight, for watching us. If you enjoyed the show, share it with your friends, tell them about it. If you didn't enjoy the show, share them with your friends, tell them about it. We want to torture them. So with that being said, Play It By Ear is pretty much every 3rd week of the month.
Something like that, yes.
Sure.
I don't have the calendar in front of me.
Yeah. You guys are
I
roughly
think our next one is 5/21 or 22, whatever that is.
that
There you
feels
go.
about right.
We're typically doing Friday nights live on YouTube. So
Yes. I know next week it'll be Roll the Dice coming back with their hilarious, I call it random on random action. With that being said, thank you guys so much for coming. Individually, I am Eric.
I'm Joe.
I'm Dwayne.
Tracy.
I'm Doug.
Collectively,
Good night.
we are Big Canvas. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay safe.